What is going on, YouTube? All right, today I wanted to talk a little bit about a very obscure baseball Hall of Famer, and that is Mr. Morgan Bulkeley. Now, in his time, Morgan Bulkeley was a very successful businessman. He was the president of Aetna Insurance for many years. He was the mayor of Hartford, Connecticut. He was a Connecticut senator, and at one point he was even the governor of Connecticut. And back in 1876, he was the owner of a baseball team named the Hartford Blues. And during this time, they wanted to elect a president of the National League. And William Hulbert, who would later become the president, wanted Morgan Bulkeley because of the respect he brought, because of the esteem he had. So they voted him in, and in 1876, he became the first ever president of the National League. He only held that position for 1 year, and that was pretty much his contribution to baseball. Fast forward to 1937, when the Centennial Commission was electing people into the Hall of Fame. They wanted to elect Van Johnson, who was the first president of the American League. And they said, well, wait a minute. I mean, if we're putting the first president of the American League in, shouldn't we put in the first president of the National League? So in 1937, Morgan Bulkeley was elected into the Hall of Fame 15 years after he had already passed away. Now, I'm sure if Morgan Bulkeley was alive and they told him he'd be enshrined in the Baseball Hall of Fame with the all-time greats, he would have said, what are you guys, crazy? Me? Seriously? But he was, and there are a lot of people that don't believe he should be in the Hall of Fame, but it's a moot point because he's there. And one interesting thing about him is he happens to be the only Civil War veteran in the Hall of Fame. So he's got that going for him. But the reason I'm talking about Morgan Bulkeley is because of this recent find I just added to my collection. So this is an old watch fob from 1908, and this was presented for the completion of the Hartford Bridge. And you can see on the back, right on the top, President Morgan G. Bulkeley. Now, after he had passed away in 1922, they renamed this bridge the Bulkeley Bridge, and that bridge still stands today. So that is really cool, and it's just really awesome to have a, watch fob with the name of a Baseball Hall of Famer on it. This is something you definitely do not see every day. And just something very interesting. And I wanted to show this off, but before that, I wanted to just kind of give you a little bit of background on the man himself. So everyone, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and as always, I will see you guys next time.